Okay, here we go, journeying within. Allow your breath to soften and your eyes to gently close. And your jaw is soft. And there's a space between your teeth, and your tongue is relaxed in your mouth. Your shoulders are soft. And bringing your awareness to the top of your head, feeling a beautiful lavender violet light, and entering into the top of your head, you notice that there is a spiral staircase. And this staircase invites you to step upon it and walk gently around and around until you notice that there is a soft blue light glowing in the distance, beckoning you. And you move towards that light with your fingers gently trailing along the walls of your interior space. And when you reach that area that has some blue, you notice just not so far ahead, there's a light green color glowing, and you are drawn to go to that space. And you continue walking and moving toward this green, kind light. And as you continue on, you do notice that there is a warm glow, like the glow of the sun, and it beckons you forth. And you move toward it, and you feel the warmth on your skin and the beauty all around you. And again, in the distance, there is a rosy, red colored light, a warm lava glow that beckons you. And you move into that space. And once you are there, you notice to the left there is a doorway. And you move towards that doorway, and the door opens. And there is a beautiful, expansive landscape in front of you. And there is a pathway. And you notice on that pathway there are pebbles. And you're curious about the pebbles. So you bend down and you notice that one is larger than the others. And as you bend down, you're drawn to pick up that pebble, and underneath the pebble, you find a symbol. And you make note of it. And you may jot it down in your journal that you have in your bag, and then tuck it back into your pocket, and maybe you took a picture. And you carry on because the path has more to offer, you feel. And you continue to walk along the path, and there are beautiful trees and songbirds, and you sense gentle creatures around you, and you look to the left, and you notice that the path veers off and you decide to go down in that direction. Veering down the path, it's a gentle slope, and as that gentle slope continues, you notice there is a mountain in the distance, and in the distance, before the mountain, there is an unusual looking tree. And as you come closer to the tree, you look up the trunk of the tree, and there is a symbol carved in the trunk of the tree, almost as if it was waiting for you there. And again, you make note of the symbol. And before you go, you realize that there is an animal presence that feels benevolent and gentle and supportive, loving and kind. And you turn to the right and you come face to face with a creature, with a little being or a big being, some kind of magical creature, some kind of earthly creature, some creature that is there for you. You make eye contact, and then they gently turn away and continue on their journey, and you continue on yours because you remember that doorway that led into the mountain. And as you approach that doorway, the doorway just dissolves. It disappears. You are granted access into the mountain. And you walk along, and the light in the mountain, it's as if the walls are glowing with a light from within. And this fascinates you, and this is what gives you guidance and allows you to navigate these passageways in the mountain. Not before long, you start to hear a little bit of a dripping sound, very, very soft, pitter-patter of water. And there is water that's coming out of one of the walls, and it is gathered into a pool, a very sweet pool of water, and you're curious. So you go over to that pool of water and you gaze into the water. And what do you see? Another key. Another key that's just for you. What do you see there in the reflection of the water? Make note of it. You jot it down in your journal. Maybe you take a picture of it. And as you're taking your attention away from the water, you sense a being, and this being is benevolent and kind and wise. And you understand that this being is an aspect, is a facet, is an expanded space and place of you. And you meet with this being and you hold one another's gaze. And this being has something to tell you. So they lean over and they whisper something in your ear. What do they tell you? What do you hear? What do you sense? What do you feel? What do you remember? Once you have it, you and she and they or them nod You nod to each other with knowing grace that you have been in this place before and that you will see each other again. And now it is time for you to navigate your way back. And again, the walls are glowing with a light, which are allowing you to traverse the corridors of the mountain. And in not such long time, you get to this doorway, and the doorway again just dematerializes right in front of you, and you just can't believe how magical this experience is. And you pop back into the landscape with the big, beautiful tree that was very unique and had a symbol for you. And you continue on the path and you see your animal in the distance, the creature that you had met, and you continue walking and you see that very pebble that you had turned over, and now it's a stone. It's a larger, it has grown. It has grown that pebble into a stone, and when you go and you turn over that stone one more time, something else is underneath that stone. And you make note of it and you write it in your journal, or you take a picture of it and you continue on your path. You see the next doorway and you go in, and it's the red glowing warmth of the inner core earth lava that is comforting. And you continue and you are going up the spiral staircase, and you feel the warmth of the glow of the orange sun. And not so far in the distance, you notice that green that is so loving and so completely all-encompassing. And soon again, there is blue, and you are immersed in the color blue. And then, of course, there is lavender, violet, purple light, and you pop out the top of your head, and there you are, all back together again. And you are all together again, and you have all of your information, and you are going to gently wiggle maybe your fingers and your toes and your eyes and your nose, and maybe opening your mouth and stretching your tongue out, moving your face around a little bit, shaking your body. Let's rub the hands together, generating warmth, and place that warmth over your head and your face and your cheeks and your mouth and your neck. And gently flutter your eyes open when you're ready. And hello,